What's up? All right, we're going to do a full Celeste face today with some of my favorites. And how we're going to do that is right now. We're going to go live. We're live. We're doing it. Words are hard. Today has been a day. I've been packing like a mad woman. When I tell you that, I'm not joking when I'm telling you guys that it's like your public service announcement to purge. Like, even if you're not moving or you have no intention of moving, let me just tell you, go through your stuff. I can guarantee you, you probably have so much crap that you don't even know is in your house, and you got to get rid of it. Don't eat it, purge it, sell it. Just trust me. Hi, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you to say, Melissa. All right, so we're going to do a little Celeste makeup. I just did a little story post for you guys. So right now, Celeste is doing this huge discount. So I want to tell you about it because number one, if you're like me and you like makeup, and you don't want to break the bank, but you want makeup that's good for you, has some skincare ingredients in it. Like right now I'm putting on this tinted moisturizer with a little bit of my bronzing drops, and it has SPF in it, but it also has vitamin E, which is like really great for your skin. So, and I'm using the palm of my hand because it doesn't absorb the product. So I'm not like wasting it by putting it there. So anyway, I'm putting that all over my face. It gives a nice dewy base, and a little goes a super long way when it comes to this particular product. This is the nude look. But anyway, right now they're doing, you basically get like, it's about $250 worth of products, skincare and makeup, for $79. And what that'll get you is 50% off on all your future makeup orders, plus you get 50% commission. So if you're like me and you like sharing your makeup with friends and family, or even going live, you're another influencer, whatever, somebody who just enjoys sharing what you like, put my light on real quick. It's probably gonna die, so you'll get 50% commission, and it's amazing, and like it's fun, it's simple, it's easy. You don't have to, a lot of things you do online, I think when it comes to any kind of like sales, people worry they're gonna like build a team or do something crazy, and you don't have to do that. But literally, if you could get 50% off your orders and then offer and then make 50% commission when you're sharing with friends and family on already inexpensive makeup, it's kind of like a no-brainer. So that was the tinted moisturizer. I'm gonna go in with this concealer crayon. I love this crayon. It's very creamy, hydrating. Do a little lifting here. Super hydrating, blends like a dream. We're gonna conceal those spots. This is the shade 3. And then I also have it in the contour stick, which I'm looking for. Where are you? My makeup's all over the place. But anyway, it's $79. I put the link on my stories. You get $250 worth of some of my favorite makeup pieces, and then you'll always get 50% off when you go into order. And then you'll also be able to make 50% commission. So if you want to check it out, check it out. If you have questions, you know you guys can always ask me. I'm your value bestie here to give you good value, good makeup at a great price. So that's the contour stick. Little tip for you with contouring, you don't want to go all the way down here, and you don't want to go under the cheekbone. You want to stay on top if you're trying to lift and sculpt your face. And I don't always do my nose. Sometimes I do. I do like to connect my inner. Okay, we're gonna blend this in a second. And then one other thing, I have the cream palette, which I love too, so that you can use these pencils or you can do the palette. I love the color correctors in the palette. So I know we guys, I know this guy this week you guys met Henry, my little pimple that is now nice and flat, but left a cute little red mark. So this one shade in here is really great at color correcting and taking away Henry, and we like that. All right, let's blend this bad boy out. I'm gonna go in with my favorite brush. This brush is from IT Cosmetics, and it's their all over complexion brush, and it's my favorite. Also, I'm gonna link this for you guys today. It is the best makeup brush cleanser. I saw it on like a reel, somebody shared it. Seriously, I was like, oh, how great could it be? It cleaned my brush so fast and dried so fast. It was amazing. So I'm going to share that with you guys because everybody needs a good makeup brush cleanser. You should be cleaning your brushes every day. And if we don't clean them every day, then we need to at least clean them once a week. Because let's be honest, how many of us are really cleaning our brushes every day? Probably none of us. And that's all right, right? No shame in the game. But when you know better, you do better. So in order to do better, if you have something like this, it's super easy to clean your brushes and it dries, so you're not waiting. Like, a lot of times I'm lazy with cleaning my brushes because I'm like, oh, I don't want to wait for them to dry for me to use them again. And now you don't have to wait for them to dry. All right, so I'm blending out the dark first. Now, this is a little different. This cream stick, concealer, crayon, keep calling it a stick. They call it a crayon. So the reason why I say it's a little different, when I do the cream palette, I do more of this stipple press motion. And so sometimes with the crayon, I feel like I can treat it a little bit more like how I treat my foundation. And I can stipple, but I could swipe, and it's pigmented, so it stays there. Okay, so I'm blending out the dark, leaving the light for a second. I'm going to go in there last. And the other thing I was going to say is that we're going to be generous here, but 30 and over. Where are my ladies at? 30 and over. You want to start being mindful of the makeup that you're putting on your face, but also the kind of makeup. Like, we can't do our makeup like we used to when we were 18, 19, 20. Sorry, full face beat when you're a little bit older and your skin's got texture and maybe you don't get Botox and, you know, things are sagging, wrinkles are wrinkling. You want to be mindful. And cream makeup, truly, any cream consistency, like it just does wonders for your skin. It hydrates it. It's really good for my ladies that are over 30. Doesn't sit in your pores, like in your fine lines and your wrinkles. I feel like it gives you a nice luminous glow. This is a fresh pencil, by the way. We're going to do one side, and then we're going to show you the other side. So I know I didn't blend out my under eye yet, so hold your horses. For those of you that are like, what are you doing? You're all over the place. I'm a squirrel. Welcome. I am obsessed with this pencil. It's also from Celeste. We're going to do like a whole Celeste face here so you can really see it, but I love it. It's definitely, like, for me, a Brow Wiz dupe, but even better. Because with my Brow Wiz, I don't know about you guys, not only is it expensive, I find that it breaks a lot when I'm using it, but also the product itself, the pencil, I feel like dries out. I mean, just look at the difference. So now we'll do the other side. And this is the shade Brunette. I think it's brunette, not brown. And I freaking just love it so much. Light little strokes to fill in. I know I've told you guys a million times I had microblading once upon a time. And I'm like overdue for a touch-up, but don't really want to do it anymore. I feel like my original work I got done faded to like gray and then pink because she went too deep, and then her ink turned pink. And then I went to 2 other people here locally who are fabulous and tried to like cover up all of that, and they did a great job, but I'm just kind of like over it. I don't want to do it anymore. And I also hate the healing process. We need to figure that out. As long as microblading has been around, there has to be a better healing process. Your girl, I hate like having to not be able to get my face wet. Okay, so let's blend out the under eye. I usually would have a damp beauty blender. This one's a little bit, I'm going to spray it with, where's my spray? I have like this hydrating, yeah, see, I'm glad someone else agrees with me. The healing process is by far the worst part of any of the microblading. And the first time it was like worse. I remember you had to wait like almost 2 weeks before you could wet your face. Like, let's be honest, who can do that? And I really like working out. I'm not trying to not sweat, and then you can't get it wet, and it's just like a disaster. And then I do feel like you do all that, and then it feels like the eyebrow just goes away. I feel like it doesn't stay. So, I don't know. Just not into it. So anyway, anymore. Not to knock it. Okay, so I'm blending this out. That was the concealer crayon. Now, if I was feeling like a little bit extra tired and I wanted a little boost, I'm going to tap the pink color corrector in this, just dropped it, in here, and I'm just going to lightly go under. A little goes a long way. Now remember, this is cream and cream happening right now. I have not put on a liquid, and I did not use a powder. If you go in with powder, you're beat. You're done. You can't, that's it. You can't go back and put more cream products on. I mean, you can. I have done it, but I don't really advise it because if you don't do it right, or you don't blend it correctly, or if your brushes aren't clean when you try to go in, and it's just a disaster. You'll wind up washing your whole face. Okay. Anyone else, by the way, loving this New York fall? Let me just tell you, it is hot. I'm like sweating, and I'm not trying to complain or anything, but I kind of was hoping to get like one, I don't know, I was kind of hoping I would get like some 60s instead of like 80s. It's literally like 80 degrees here in New York every day, and I know it's preparing me for Florida, but I just wanted to enjoy like wearing some super fall-y things and some heavy sweaters before I left. So guess that's not happening. All right, so anyway, blend, blend, blend. Also, Beauty Blender is great because it'll pick up any excess product. So when you keep blending like this, it ensures that if there's any extra heavy-handedness, it'll blend it out. So that kind of like, see how brightened up my under eye? So now I already did the contour. Sometimes when I'm done blending out the light, like the lighter shade, I'll look and be like, okay, do I want like a little bit more contour here? And then you can add it. Now remember, I didn't do the powder yet, so I could do this. And then a contour is different than a bronzer. Contour should be pigmented to add dimension and shade, and bronzer will warm up your face. So they are two different beasts. And that is a true contour color that I just used, not like a bronzing color. All right, and so that is done there. I'm sweating, guys. I'm the sweatiest girl you'll ever meet. Just saying. All right, so now we're going to go in and we're going to use, this is like my tried and true, the NYX brow glue or whatever, the brow glue. I picked up a different product this week from Benefit to try, and I returned it. I hated it, and I'm like, okay, well, at least I know that what I like is what I like. I had seen like a couple makeup videos with these girls using it, and I was like, I want to try it. Maybe I'll like it. I didn't like it. And it was like not cheap either for brows, like $27 for like an eyebrow thing. Actually, I think it was like 30, I don't know, it was something crazy. Anyway, returned it. So brows are set. All that is in place. And you're probably wondering, Ashley, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You just showered. You're sweating again. You're really going to do your makeup even though you're going to continue to pack? Yes, I am. Why? Because it makes me feel good. And because I really wanted to talk to you guys about the Celeste stuff too that's happening. So anyway, back to my original non-squirrel thought when I started this whole thing. $79, you get $250 worth of product, and then all your stuff moving forward will be 50% off. And you don't have to like build with it. You don't have to do team stuff. You don't even have to be a seller. You can literally just enjoy your discount every month, which is kind of like what I do until I start sharing these things with you guys. But let's talk about one thing I did get in my order this week. Hazy Dreams. She is, I'm gonna double check, like $25. I don't know. I got her for $14, so $28. Perfume. This is 100% a Coco Mademoiselle dupe, and not as heavy and not as like overpowering. So I've always loved the Coco Mademoiselle, but I always felt like it was too strong, and like you'd have to spray it and run through it, like one of those perfumes. How many of you can relate to that? Like literally you spray and you're running through it because it just is too strong. So that's what I've always felt about that perfume. And here is a dupe that I think is less potent and actually would dare say smells better. And it's only, I got it for $14. Like what? $14. So if you want to get your perfume for $14, and we love a UK standard anything. So we got a UK standard, and seriously, look how cute the bottle is. Oh my God. So cute. So, oh, I just dropped the lid. We'll get it in a second. So anyway, have to share that with you guys. All right, what do we want to talk about? Let's talk about how much I don't enjoy moving, but I did partner with an incredible, well-known moving company, and they will be packing up our kitchen, my mirrors, all my vases, like my decorative vases that are like fancy furniture, and all of that. And I will be documenting and sharing after, and I'll even have a discount for all of you guys that are going to be moving. They do New York, Florida, California, and one other spot, maybe South Carolina. So for those people who are needing a really great moving company that is also reliable, which is hard to find, I got you. So stay tuned because I will be sharing those details as well. And I'm excited to work with them. I've just seen and heard so many incredible things. And so far, like, this moving process with their help has not been too stressful. And then I've just been doing my own little pro tips, if you will. I have a highlight on my, if you guys didn't see it, all my little moving tips for you, because moving is stressful, let's be honest. And if you could have some tips on how to make it less stressful, well, why not? I will say this, and I'm going to say it again because I said it at the beginning, this is your PSA. Like, if you are not purging your home frequently, get on it. A lot of local VAs will pick up donations if you don't want to go to like a drop box. I donated a large amount to the relief that was going to North Carolina, so I feel really good about that. I got my donation, and I feel good about that because I didn't like just dump it in a bucket somewhere. My friends took a lot of stuff, and then now whatever I have left, I'm just going to bring to the Salvation Army. I did try, there's not really anything that exciting left, honestly. I remember one year I tried to donate to like a women's shelter, but they wouldn't take anything that didn't have tags on it, which I thought was so strange. I just feel like, why not? And another friend of mine actually offered and said that, I think she said that there's a women's shelter. So I'll have to go back through whatever I'm getting rid of and see if there's some stuff like that that I can drop off. But when you can donate, donate. And when I say don't donate because you're looking for a freaking write-off, donate because you just want to be a good person. And there's a lot of people out there that are struggling to get by. And you always go back to that expression of one man's junk is another man's treasure. Not to say my stuff is junk, but it's so true. Like, what you think is like, could be somebody's like dream. So try not to just like throw it in the trash. Do something with it. I actually put out a couple things on my curb today. They were picked up. They're gone. I put Riley's vanity out there, and I also put out the chair I used to sit on in here. It was from Target. It was not a cheap chair, but it's not a chair that I want to continue to use or foresee using in the new house. So I was like, it's just got to go. And now it's got a new home, just like that. And I feel good about it. I don't like, here's another thing. I want to know who would kind of agree with this. By the way, we're going to try this new one, the Nude Look Mascara, instead of my OG false lashes, both from Celeste, but I've been dying to try their full volume mascara. I want to know who else thinks like this, but a lot of people are like, why don't you try selling it? Sell it. There's certain things I absolutely will sell that I think are worth selling, right? Like trying to get your money back on it investment wise or whatever. But for the most part, if I have used something, I lived here, 4.5 years? If I've been using it, I already got my money's worth. I'm not going to sit here and be nickel and dimed on Facebook Marketplace. I'd rather be like, free, come get it. Because the money's already spent. It's like gone. You're not going to get back what you put in. So I don't know. That's my mentality on that. When people are always like, why don't you sell it? I'm like, I really just cannot be bothered. I'd rather give it away. I'd rather people have it. Not to say like, oh, I couldn't use the money. We all could. But I don't know. I'm just like, here, you want it? Take it. So anyway, that's why I don't list. A lot of people have been asking me that. Why don't I put it on Marketplace? If you have frequented Marketplace as a seller or a buyer, you know that it is like not a fun time. And I can't do the haggling. Here, buy this for $10. Will you take $9.99? No, sir, I will not. Okay, so this is the Nude Look. I haven't used this one yet, and I do love it. I think it's really pretty and full. Do I think it's giving my lashes the length that the false lashes gives me? No. But it's still really good, and it feels super hydrating. Oh, Tiff. Yes, so good. So I was just sharing, since I don't know when you jumped on, but as someone who loves Celeste, you can sign up and get this huge kit full of skincare and makeup for $250 right now. It's their holiday bundle. You get it for $79. It's $250 worth of goodies. You get it for $79. And then all your future purchases, you're going to get 50% off everything. So, for example, my favorite mascara cost me $7. And then if you want to share your link with friends and family or online, you can, and you can make 50% commission. I think that's like so cool. I mean, and I say it because like, I feel like people shy away from talking about different ways of monetizing their platform. But I'm going to be honest, as a business owner and someone who's been building my brand for over 17 years, but like this specific brand for 7, it is 2024, y'all, almost 2025. If you are not making some kind of income from your scroll, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? If wellness is your thing, you already know that I've been sharing like crazy Make Wellness. I'm so excited, and this is like an epic launch, and I'm literally crushing numbers, making history, and I can't wait for you all to get your hands on the peptides. It's going to be incredible. This year is going to be my total best year yet, both physically, mentally, spiritually. I just know it. Yeah, see, you signed up just for the discount. Duh. So smart. That's why I did it. And then I was like, oh, let me just share it because I know other people need to see how good this makeup is. Like so far, really all I've used is, I used my bronzer did I put bronzer on? I did. My bronzer's not Celeste. My setting powder wasn't. I have all those great things. I just wound up grabbing, because I was talking, my usuals. My highlighter, they have a great highlighter I have to get. I just I'm slowly just buying it all. Where is my brush? We're going to do a little highlighter. Sometimes I use a cream. Sometimes I use a powder. And I just go right here on the edges. Boost. Just like that. Okay. So, that's pretty much it. What am I missing? My sweaty pits? Told you, real life. I put the AC on the other day. October, I had the AC on. I told Kevin, I said, oh, I'm putting the air on. I cannot sleep tonight if it is this hot in the house. And he's just like me, so he's like, put the air on. We're probably the only people who have AC on in freaking October, but it'd be hot up in this bitch. I'm trying to think what else I'm missing here. Lips. Lippy. Okay, here's another thing from Celeste I love. The matte lipstick crayons. I need to sharpen this bad boy. I'll tell you why too. Even though I said don't put a liquid on top of a cream, this one does blend out so good. And I like to do a little bit right here. And I just feel like it gives me a little volume on my cheekies. And I blend it out with my finger or a brush, a beauty blender. It just gives a little pink. I need to sharpen this bad boy though, because I want to show it to you on my lips. When I dip, you dip, we dip. I put my... I don't know why that song just popped in my head. Anyway. Okay. I'm gonna blend, blend, blend. Blend, blend, blend. Okay. Perfect. Now, lips. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna use my favorite lip liner. This is from my lip kit with Sagra. It is Latte Love. Okay. I smudge it out a little bit too. It's so pretty. All right, then we're gonna go in with the pencil, crayon, and I'll blend. If you like a finished matte look, so pretty. And I like to use my finger to kind of smudge them together so it doesn't feel so separated, like liner to lipstick. But then what's really pretty about that is, where are you? My lip kit looks so good on top. It gives it, it's so good. So if you like sometimes your lips just need a little color, and this is super hydrating again. This can be used as a blush. If you like pink eyeshadow, you could use it as eyeshadow. You could use it as a lippy. So multi-use. We like multi-use things. And that's really it, ladies and gents. My makeup is on. I already sprayed my face. I need to change my shirt because I'm sweating like crazy, but We're going to put a little perfume on. It smells so good. I'm telling you. So good. This one's called Hazy Dreams. I can't wait to try the rest. And also stay tuned for my review, because a lot of times with perfume, I will get a headache, and I haven't so far. So, and I sprayed it earlier. So the fact that I sprayed it before and I didn't get an immediate headache is a plus. And let me just tell you really quickly. This is an eau de parfum, so it should last longer, be stronger than an eau toilette. It smells so freaking good. I would say that, okay, so this is definitely a Coco Mademoiselle dupe, but for me, smells even better. Less like gag. You know what I'm saying? The girls who get it, get it. And it comes with this cute little boop on there. So, I mean, like, who doesn't want to feel so cute when they put their makeup on and their perfume? Like, it's giving Elle Woods. Anyway, there's my face. You guys, we talked through it, but like, seriously, you saw this was like a full face beat, and I used those products. And honestly, if you sign up to be a beauty associate, these crayons I was showing you, $4. You know how long this is going to last you? A long ass time. I just sharpened it with you for the first time since I bought it. And a little goes a long way, but it's also buildable. So this is what I used for my concealer, and I love it. And look at the face. Like, it's not chilling in my fine lines. It's not chilling. Yeah, it's so good. So good. So anyway, if you don't know, now you know. And if you're somebody who likes like a no makeup or no foundation, this can be your jam because it's tinted. It gives a radiant, dewy glow, but also has SPF. You need SPF in your life, okay? Everybody needs it, even when it's not summer, because the sun is always shining. And then these were the makeup removers. I want to try them. I'm going to do it tonight. I'm going to take a video of me taking this off. I'm going to do it now. But I am going to use one to wipe my hands because I was using them as my palette. Smells like rose water. Love that. It says lotus flower, but it's giving rose water. And it has pH 5.5. You can use it on your face and eyes. Has vitamin E, vitamin B5. We love that. It is super soft. Doesn't feel like a baby wipe. It feels like softer than that. I love this. Yeah, so far so good. We love a good makeup wipe that isn't going to destroy our face. And as you can see, cleaned my hands. So tonight when I take off my makeup, I will use one of these and see how well it takes off the face. But there you have it. I love you guys. Thanks for staying and chatting if you stayed. Also, I know I'm kind of like squirrely all over the place lately, like nuts, you know, I'm moving. It's a lot. You know, if I'm keeping it really real, today when I was boxing up the bathroom stuff and the rest of the linen closet, I actually wound up finding, I shared it a while ago in a reel, but I found I had gotten rid of the sneak peek gender reveal test because I was like, okay, throw this out. It's not even good anyway. You can't gift this to someone. And I was keeping the fetal Doppler. Today I'm getting rid of it, which is like a huge thing for me. I had purchased the sneak peek fetal Doppler and not paternity. Wrong word, actually. What's the word, guys? Gender test? I said paternity. Can you imagine? Now everyone's gonna be like, she said paternity. No, it's very clear that my child looks like my husband. We know. Which, can we talk about that for a second here? I'm going to squirrel out before my emotions make my mascara run. So come with me on this journey really quick. I love when people say that your kid looks just like your husband. Well, shit, I hope so. Like, who is she supposed to look like? If not me, I hope him. People think it's like an insult. I'm glad. Isn't that the whole point? You have sex with your significant other so that your children come out hopefully looking like one or both of you. But anyway, going back to what I was going to talk about, I quickly diverted because I didn't want to get emotional. But, yeah, I'm going to get rid of it. The fetal Doppler. Anyway, I already got rid of the test, and now I'm going to get rid of the fetal Doppler because I have no use for it. And I don't want to pack it and bring it. And honestly, it kind of is just holding on to some not great feelings for me, and I just want to let it all go. So, I wanted to share that. it's been quite a journey. This I shared the other day. It's been very emotional. Like some minutes I feel like crying, other minutes I feel like, oh, it's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. I'm excited. There's a lot of emotions. I'm just gonna. So for those of you that are like wondering how I'm doing, depends what day you ask me. But overall, I'm so excited. I'm really ready for this whole new chapter. All right, anyway, I'm going to go finish putting away all this shit. Hi, Benny. And that's it. That's all I got for you. So have a good evening. And I'm going to post on my stories all the things. But if you're into the makeup, go get this bundle. Save your coins. And that's it. Let me turn my light off. Still look good. Talk soon.